Biohacking is revolutionizing how we think about health and longevity. Imagine extending not just your lifespan, but your health span, living those extra years free from chronic diseases. Techniques like caloric restriction and intermittent fasting are gaining traction, helping us optimize our bodies. We're harnessing the power of senolytics to clear out aging cells and using peptides to enhance healing. Wearables track our biometrics, revealing insights into our biological age and heart rate variability, while continuous glucose monitoring keeps our energy levels in check. Supplements like NAD+ boosters and adaptogens are becoming staples in our routines, supporting everything from cellular repair to stress management. We're even exploring cutting-edge therapies like cryotherapy and stem cell treatments to rejuvenate our bodies. It's a fascinating intersection of science and lifestyle, where philosophies like transhumanism and radical life extension challenge us to rethink what's possible. The future of health is here, and it's all about optimizing every aspect of our lives for longevity.
Doesn't that all sound shiny, fancy, and new? Biohack your way to optimal health. Reverse your biological age. Buy my longevity blueprint. My name is Dr. Laurena Law. I'm a GP with an interest in taking a holistic approach to women's health and longevity. In today's world, we find ourselves at a fascinating crossroads. While we are living longer than ever before, the quality of those extra years is often overshadowed by the rise of chronic diseases. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, the average global life expectancy rose by more than 6 years between the year 2000 to 2019, jumping from 66.8 years to 73 years. Similarly, healthy life expectancy also increased, but only by 9% in the same time frame. However, this rise in health was mainly due to fewer deaths rather than people living with fewer disabilities. Essentially, while people are living longer, the increase in healthy years of life has not kept up with the overall increase in life expectancy. And what do I mean by chronic diseases? Or more specifically, chronic non-communicable diseases, shortened to NCDs. The most common NCDs are cardiovascular diseases such as heart attacks and stroke, cancers, diabetes, and respiratory diseases such as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease and asthma. These diseases primarily link to lifestyle choices such as unhealthy diets, lack of exercise, smoking, excessive alcohol consumption pose significant challenges to our well-being. In the US, the average 50-year-old already has one chronic disease. In China, around 76% of older adults suffer from chronic disease. Imagine adding years to your life, but those years are marked by health struggles, loss of independence, and increased disability. This paradox highlights the urgent need to shift our focus from merely extending lifespan to enhancing health span, the period during which we live not just longer, but better. A side note, there are socioeconomic and geographic determinants of health which probably deserves another video. And despite women living on average 5 years longer than men, we experience between 4 to 7 additional years with disability and lower quality of life, depending on which country you study. This difference is driven by higher rates of musculoskeletal and mental health-related disabilities and the increased risk of obesity in women, which is associated with other health risks. Apart from this being a global issue, the question I pose to you is, would you rather live longer or better? Personally, when I asked my mom this question, her response was better, and so have many of my clients, patients, and friends. So what does better health or health span mean? The WHO defines health as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. However, unlike lifespan, where there is a single finite number, this does not apply to health. One significant issue with the current understanding of health span is that health isn't just a simple good or bad state. Instead, health could be viewed as a continuous variable that changes throughout a person's life. Each individual's health journey will vary, but it typically declines with age. Yet, this rate of decline doesn't seem to be the same. I mean, have you ever noticed that two people can be the same age but look and function differently? Is it that one person has better genes? It turns out there's more than what we inherited. Over the last 30 years, scientists have been searching for a way to understand these differences in aging and health. This has led to the concept of biological age versus chronological age. So what's the difference? Chronological age is basically how old you are based on your date of birth. Biological age reflects the cumulative effects of genetics, lifestyle, and environmental factors on the body's cells, tissues, and organs. Biological age can be higher or lower than chronological age, depending on factors like disease, lifestyle, and interventions. This means it is a potentially modifiable metric that can extend health span and delay age-related diseases. And I know what you're thinking. How do we measure our biological age? If we can measure biological age and understand the mechanisms that drive this process, it may be possible to develop interventions to target this. Here's an example. Have you heard about telomeres and how they affect aging? Telomeres are protective DNA sequences at the ends of chromosomes that play a crucial role in maintaining genome stability. A telomere shortening is a key driver of cellular aging and is closely linked to age-related diseases. More about this and other hallmarks of aging in another video. This discovery is an example of the study of geroscience. Geroscience focuses on the mechanisms that drive the aging process, and with the premise that aging is the primary risk factor for most chronic conditions such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, dementia, and frailty. Individuals with accelerated biological age can be identified and treated. This has led to another emerging area of science known as geromedicine, where doctors can intervene and slow down biological age. Don't confuse this with geriatric medicine, which is a branch of clinical medicine that specializes in the care of older adults, focusing on managing existing health issues and improving quality of life. These disciplines are related but are distinct fields. Personal anecdote. It was during my internship over 20 years ago in geriatric medicine that sparked my curiosity in what we now call geroscience, geromedicine, and gerotherapeutics. More about how we can measure biological age and what are the possible therapies to slow down aging in other videos. For now, the concepts of health span and healthy longevity are terms that can make the study of geroscience more relatable among the general population and the broader scientific community. I know these terms are less sexy than anti-aging, biohacking, age reversal, or other longevity buzzwords. But in order to separate the science from the hype, I want to help you follow the science in these emerging fields and help you make better evidence-based choices for your health. Tune in to my next video as I delve deeper into how geroscience defines aging and age-related diseases, what geromedicine has a potential to offer, and which gerotherapeutics show promise. Spoiler alert, it has nothing to do with cold plunges, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, or infrared saunas. Thanks for watching and see you next time.